And you are enjoying the time with your pets, taking the ice baths. How do you feel this time in your house after the all the chaos? Because you were so you were usually under a lot of time. So how do you manage that?
Yeah, the last 2 years we were suddenly a lot at home, but the good thing about that is that I had a lot of things to do at home as well. So because I just moved into a new house and a lot of things had to be done. So the advantage of the disadvantage was of the pandemic, that I had a lot of time to work at my house, and the garden and everything what had to be done. And still I'm not finished. So even though that now the touring starts already, whenever there's a break from the touring, I will have to continue finishing my house as well.
Yeah, you are a fan of being in your garden and everything.
Yes.
So in these difficult times, we are during chaos and many things, very hard things. So how can you stay the peace of mind?
Yeah, it's more than ever, I think, important to stay healthy. And I think what I do personally is that I eat healthy. I drink a lot of water during the day. I, like you said already, I do the ice baths that also help to your immune system. I do sports. I was just curious if the ice baths would also help for preventing getting the COVID, but I eventually still got the COVID anyway.
Oh.
About like
or in the beginning of the pandemic?
No, like 1.5 months ago, I got the COVID.
Oh, okay. But everything's okay? No.
Yeah, light symptoms, luckily, but I couldn't sport for like 2 weeks because I read that that's better not to start too fast, because then maybe you, it's dangerous maybe.
Yeah.
So to be sure, I waited like 2 weeks and then I started sporting again. But if you don't sport for 2 weeks, already you go down very fast. So I suddenly felt myself being like, what the fuck happened? I have to start from zero, which is not true, but because soon after I started getting back on my old level. But you feel it after 2 weeks, like you have to start completely from the beginning.
Yeah, but you feel very tired and
yes. I felt also tired these 2 weeks. I still did some walks because I thought staying a bit in movement is better. And I was not so sick that I had to stay in bed. Okay. It was just 2 nights I had a bit of fever, and then I felt like, that feels not so nice. But luckily after these 2 days, I felt already pretty fast good again, luckily.
Glad to hear that. So I'm very happy to hear that you are sane and you can do these next shows that are.
Yes, now I'm completely ready for the show. So we were joking with Epica that better that I got it like 1.5 months ago than right before the tour, for example, because then
no,
that would be terrible. Yeah.
With Koen happened that in one festival, right? Like
yeah, Koen was one festival, but he didn't get it himself at that time, but his wife. But yeah, now we were like with the band in the studio, and a couple of guys got it at the same time. So it was unavoidable. We were all in the same studio, and it was going around.
Okay.